This is the margin. Are you getting that? This is the margin we have. Almost if you consider that, now you can of course fill with the different colors and so on. What is this one, sir? Can you spell out what is this one, sir? Content. Okay? What is this part? Content line. Now take a bit special care. Very, very important.
So in the last videos we covered member modifiers like public, private, protected, default. Just let me summarize all these modifiers. Sir, observe that visibility. Are you getting visibility? Sir, if it is the public, protected, default, private, four modifiers are available within the same class. Sir, I mean the same class. Within the same class, public member. Yes, happily you are allowed to access. Public members are visible in the same class. Within the same class, protected members available, default members are visible, private members also visible. So, if you want to access any variable or method within the same class, no restrictions, all modifier data is by default available.
So, padding only,
from child class of same package. Oh, you are in the same package only. You are in the same package, but from child class. From child class, sir, public, no restrictions, no restrictions. Next, protected within the same package, anywhere you can access, no problem at all. Protected, whether it is a child or non-child, no problem. Next, default members also inside same package you can access. Okay, what about private? Sir, private from outside of the class you can't access. Have you observed right? What it is telling? From child class of same package. From child class of same package, not in the same class. So from outside of the class means from child class of same package. Private not visible. Next, from non-child class of same package. Boss, you are in the same package only, but it's not child class. So public anywhere accessible, protected within the same package, whether it is the child or non-child, no restriction. Happily you can. But outside package only in child classes. That's why. So within the same package, even if it's a non-child, no problem, acceptable. Default also acceptable. Okay. From outside of the class you can't. That's why private not possible. Next, from child class of outside package. Not in the same package. Outside package, but it is the child class. From child class of outside package. What about public? What about public? Yes, anywhere, no restrictions, right? Sir, what about protected? Remember that. From outside package, in child class, from child class of outside package, protected member, acceptable. But one restriction I told, we can access protected members in child class from outside package, but compulsory we should use child reference only. Okay? So, we should use child reference only, child reference only to access protected members from outside of the class. Next, default, outside of the package, default members you can't, protect, private is nothing but not possible, right? Next, from non-child class of outside package, from non-child class of outside package, public, anyway acceptable, no problem, but protected, non-child class from outside package, not possible, not possible, right?
Clear, right?
Everyone can able to understand?
Okay.
Sir, just summary of public, protected, default, private must be compulsory. You should aware one or two questions you can expect for the exam from this area. Remember, right? Sir, now can you please tell from this diagram what is the most accessible modifier? Any person is allowed to access. Can you please tell? This diagram itself is going to tell public, no restrictions, anywhere you can access. The most accessible modifier is the public. What is the most restricted modifier? Is the private, only within the same class, but outside the class, either same package, outside package. Sir, here outside of the class not possible. The most accessible is the public.
Now,
least
not required to give any
accessible,
explanation.
the most
Yes, whatever I
restricted
covered,
modifier
is it the
is
same
the
or not?
private. Remember this one. Next,
Is it the same or not?
for
Yes, whatever I
variables,
covered,
data
content,
members
top
recommended
padding,
is the
bottom
private.
padding,
For
right
methods,
padding, left padding.
recommended
Next,
is the
top
public.
border, right
Remember.
border,
Next,
bottom border,
so
like
which is the
top margin,
most
right
restricted
margin,
modifier?
like this.
Private
That's all. This
is the
is the
most
same thing
restricted.
what you people should
So it
be
is
aware.
class level
Now,
within
if
the
you
same
want to
class
observe,
only.
hello world is there.
Next,
This is the content,
next
sir. For this
restricted
hello world,
is
this is the content.
default.
For this hello
Default.
world,
Okay,
this is the border I
default.
give.
So
This is the
private
border I
is
give.
less than
Now observe
default.
that. This is the content.
Default
This one is
is
nothing but
less
this
than.
distance is nothing but
Default
padding.
is
Under
less
this one is nothing
than
but border.
protected.
Next and after that, one event to
Protected
the next
having
element is nothing
more
but
scope when compared with the default. The reason for that, default within the same package, but protected outside package also, but in child classes. Outside package also. Next, protected is lesser than public. So, with respect to scope, do you know this formula? You people should aware, sir. Why I am telling this one? Even in the OOPS concept overriding, this formula compulsory we have to use. Are you able to understand, right? So, public, private, protected, default. All the things are very clear, right?
Let me go for a small chota example. Then you will get much clarity about this terminology, sir. It's a very easy thing. Don't worry about that. Okay. So now let me go for sir here atom. Yes, you have to see the impact very clearly.
Sir, in the last video, we covered very clearly what is an interface. Anyway, not required for certification exam. Just for your idea purpose, I am telling what is an interface, right? Now, how to declare an interface? How you can provide implementation for that interface? Very simple. Have a look once, sir. I'm taking, sir, interface.
CSS demo. I'm taking CSS demos. So here demo.html is forget about all these things, right? Okay, I don't want
public
sir, just body.
M1 method is there, sir. This is the first service I'm expecting. Public void M1. Sir, second one, public void M2. Okay, it is the just the requirement specification itself is the interface concept, right? Now, take very special care about this terminology, right?
Okay.
What the point is?
Here that's
so now
this is about demo.html.
Anyone, can you please provide implementation? Just I have this is the requirement like this, right? Now I have observed what is an interface? Interface itself is nothing but what? Just requirement specification. Just it never talks about implementation, right? Okay, well.
That's all.
Now,
so for this
someone came to provide implementation. Okay? How we can provide implementation? The class is responsible to provide implementation, right? So, interface we can define by using which keyword? Interface keyword, right? Now take a bit very special case. A person came, class, service provider. Class, service provider. This service provider is telling, boss, I'm going to implement your requirement. So you have some requirement, right? I will implement. I will provide services for your requirement. Like this person is going to use implements. Are you getting that? What is the keyword we have to use? Implements. Implements in draft. Like this is taking, sir. Okay. Now, the very important point you people should aware. Sir, it is an interface. Interface is a keyword. Next and after that, implements is a keyword. So a class can implement an interface by using which one, sir? Implements keyword. Clear. Next, sir, I'm taking solid border, void M1, void M1, like this I'm taking, sir. That's all. Sir,
special care.
think very carefully. Now sir, just he's telling that also I'm going to provide implementation for the requirement. He provided like this. Now, can you please tell, is it valid implementation or invalid implementation?
By default, it's going to be active. I don't want
Remember,
like this, sir.
so
I don't want complete
for our
border.
certification,
I don't want complete border, sir.
there are
Width
sir,
I
only
require
2 or 3 possible
only
bits are there,
25%
but
of the page.
both bits
Because
are based
when
on this
compared
point
with
only.
my page,
That's why I
with a
take very
small
very
content
special
only.
care about
That's
this
why
one, sir.
width
Can you
of
please
this border,
confirm?
width I want
Class
to, I want
service
to reduce.
provider
Here, just
implements
observe that.
interrupt. Okay,
I want to give
void
width,
M1
yeah,
implement interrupt void
25%
M1
only.
like this.
Width
Can you please
is
confirm?
25%
Is it
right?
valid
Sir,
implementation of
25%
this interface or
I'm
not?
taking. Then if I can take 25%
Respond.
of it,
Very important for the exam.
25%
Don't be
of
silent.
this page. So the
Yes,
order,
friends.
everything.
Can you please tell is it
element
valid
going
or
to be
not?
treated as
Okay.
25% of the
Invalid.
page. Now observe.
Okay, invalid.
Actually it is
I'm telling
full,
directly
full,
the point invalid,
full.
sir.
It is going to be
It's not proper
100%.
implementation.
If I refresh,
Now my next
okay, I
question.
don't want in the same page.
How many
If I will
mistakes
go
I
to the
did?
Next, if I refresh,
Ayyo, respond.
then
How many
automatically
mistakes I
observe
did?
it. Only 25%.
One
So
or two.
by only 25%.
Options
it is
also
going to
there.
be considered.
Either one mistake or 2 mistake. Because
Up to this,
every
any doubt?
mistake is an important conclusion.
Up to this, any doubt?
Regarding every mistake itself is an
Children
important
follow up,
conclusion.
okay?
That's why.
Next,
Is it one mistake or
what
2
my
mistakes?
requirement is, sir, text
Hmm.
alignment.
Good.
Text alignment.
Now, take
is by
very
default
special
left.
care.
Here, I want to make
2 mistakes
at the
we did.
center. Okay.
Every mistake
Text,
itself is
align,
an
text align,
important
center I'm
conclusion.
taking, sir.
Okay.
Text align,
First
center I'm
mistake
taking.
I'm ready to
Now
show.
observe that. Text
Just
align,
observe.
center by default is coming.
Every method
Yes,
present
up
inside
to
interface.
this, don't
Of course,
worry
every
about that.
abstract
This is
method.
about like.
Every
Now,
abstract method
my
present
requirement
inside interface.
is
I'm talking
take
about
very,
1.8
very
version,
special
right?
care.
So that's why
If you
every
can
method
see,
present
this
inside
is called
interface
content.
is always
And
public and
immediately
abstract.
border is
Okay,
there.
forget
Sir,
about
what is the
default
padding
methods and
we
static
have? How
methods.
much padding
Last
we
time
have
we
for
talked
this
about
segment?
that.
Padding,
So
padding.
every
Padding
method
means
present
what?
inside
The
interface
distance
is
between the
always
space between
public and
the space
abstract.
between
That's why,
content
sir, here
and
have you
border
observed right?
is called
Okay,
padding.
like this
Correct,
we
right?
have.
Sir, now
The point is,
inspect.
sir, it's always public.
Inspect.
It's always abstract.
Inspect.
Whether we are
Next
declaring
and
or
after
not,
that,
even I'm not
here
taking
just
public, sir.
observe
Still,
carefully,
it's
sir.
always public.
If you
Because
are
by
seeing,
default, it's always
if you are-
public and
if you are
abstract.
seeing
Whether
this
we are
model,
declaring or not.
yes, have a look once, sir.
Now,
Padding, how much
why
padding we have?
implementing
It is zero padding.
interface
Regarding
method?
how much padding we have?
Compulsory,
Zero padding.
we have to
Something like
declare
very,
that
very
method
less.
as
Margin, just
public.
only 8%
Remember
margin we
this
have.
is something
8%
like
margin we have.
overriding
Next,
parent
border,
class method
that
in the
is
child
10
class.
pixels, something
While
like we specified already,
overriding,
right?
while
We can
providing
able to see
implementation, we can't
Now-
reduce scope of access
Now my
modifier.
requirement is-
Remember, very, very important
Yes,
points are.
Now
Even
my
this point is
requirement,
applicable
have a
for
look once.
overriding
Sir, I
also.
want
In the
to
OOPS concept, overriding
give-
also.
I
Right?
want to
So
increase
this
padding,
method
padding.
you didn't
know, right,
declare
padding. I
as
want to
public.
increase
That's why
padding. Just,
immediately
can you please
compiler will
observe
yell
how you
left
can able to
and
do
right.
that?
Are you able to
Okay,
understand?
padding.
So the first
Sir, the
mistake what we did
padding, how
is,
many possibilities are there? Can you please
compulsory
watch it?
this
Directly
method
padding.
should be declared
Otherwise,
as
padding left,
public.
padding right, padding
Otherwise,
top,
compile the
padding
method we are going to
bottom.
get.
Sir, 4
Rule
possibilities
number
are there,
1
sir. Okay?
is the clear.
Padding left, padding
Whenever
right,
we are
padding top,
implementing
padding bottom.
any interface
Suppose
method,
padding,
compulsory
left,
we should declare that method as
10 pixels,
public.
something.
No alternative.
Padding left 10 pixels.
Any doubt?
What will happen?
Are you getting the point?
What will
So
happen?
this is
Can
the
you please
first
observe
mistake
left,
what I
10
did.
pixels.
Okay, well,
Yes,
let me
here,
show up
10
to this.
pixels,
Let me
padding by
execute
default
up
is
to
going
this
to come,
so
sir.
that you
The
people can
border
feel
on
more
the left-hand
comfortable,
side.
right?
The border
Observe
on the
carefully, sir.
left-hand side.
Here I'm
So,
taking.
mind.
Here
So
I'm
much
taking
difference you may not
interface
see.
interrupt,
Now I'm taking,
public void
sir,
M1,
padding,
public void M2, class
padding,
service provider
sir,
implements
have you observed, right? Padding,
interrupt.
top I'm
Oh,
taking.
yeah,
Now you can able
M1
to
I'm
see
taking.
much difference, right? Padding
Void
top.
M1
What
like
is the
this I'm
padding
taking.
top I'm taking?
So
10
here I
pixels I'm
saved
taking,
service
sir.
provider
Yes, you can
dot
able to
Java.
see much
This one I
clearly.
saved as
Can you please
service
scratch
provider
it?
dot
Padding
Java.
top.
So
Are you
two
seeing
mistakes I
10
did.
pixels,
First
10
mistake I
pixels,
told
sir, is
already.
nothing but like this much
Compulsory
space.
this
Okay.
method should be
That
declared
will
in the
give 100
public.
pixels.
Otherwise the
So
code is
that
not going
if
to
people
compile.
can able to
Now observe.
observe,
Now observe.
yes.
In what way
Have you observed,
compiler
right?
is going
Padding
to
top.
respond?
Padding top,
Just
100 pixels.
have a look
Perfect.
once,
Okay.
sir.
So now
Java
you
C
can able to see.
service
Sir, padding
provider
bottom also, I want to use,
Java.
sir.
Java C
Padding
service
bottom,
provider
sir, 200
Java
pixels I
Java
want to give.
like this
Okay,
line.
200
Java C
pixels I
service
want to
provider
give. Sir, observe
Java
the
like this
difference.
I'm taking.
If the padding is
Now
working or not,
if I can
that's
take like this,
Sir, are you
if I
seeing?
can take like
Here, this
now
one is
can
nothing
you
but
please
100
observe
pixels.
this?
This one is nothing
This
but
error is
200
very important.
Regarding,
M1
I hope
in
everyone
service
can able to
provider
understand, right?
cannot
Yes.
implement
Now, I want
M1
padding,
in
just,
interrupt.
I'm specifying,
You
sir.
didn't
Sir, very
provide
carefully, sir.
proper
Padding, I
implementation
want
for
10
M1
pixel.
method. Sir, what is the
10
problem
pixel.
with that?
What it
Attempting
means?
to assign
If I'm taking
weaker
100 pixel
access
padding,
privileges
100 pixel padding
was
I'm
public.
taking.
Sir,
Sir,
in the
100
interface it was
pixel.
public,
Observe that,
but
observe that.
you
100
provided,
pixel, 100 pixel,
provided
100
is the
pixel,
default
okay,
access.
100 pixel,
Compulsory we should
like this
declare
one.
as the public.
So,
Regarding
which is the first
attempting
value?
to
Which is the
assign
second value? Which is the
weaker
third value?
access
Which is the fourth?
privileges
Can you please tell?
public to
Sir,
default.
how
That's why.
the order is going to be
how I can
considered?
correct
If it's the
that?
same value, no problem.
Declare
If it's the different
compulsory
value,
this
if it's
method
the different,
with the
100,
public. Clear, right?
200,
Now, have you
300,
once, let me
400 is
take
there.
public.
400 is there. Can you please guide?
I'm taking, sir, public. Now, let me
which
compile
other
this
is
one.
going to be considered,
Let me
sir?
compile.
Somewhere
Of
we
course,
covered,
sir.
I
Sir,
hope.
earlier
If I
we
didn't
got
cover,
2 errors,
if I didn't
but
cover,
now we
no
are getting
problem
only
at all.
1 error.
Sir,
Only
how
1
is
error.
going to
That
be
problem
considered?
gone. What
First,
is
in
the
which order?
second problem?
I
We will
hope I
discuss for
didn't
you
cover
people,
in
right?
this.
Okay?
So very
it's very
simple.
clear.
Start from
The
top,
point number
clockwise
1.
direction.
Whenever
Start from
we are
top, clockwise
implementing
direction.
any
Start
interface
from
method,
top, clockwise
compulsory,
direction
we
means,
should declare that method
yes,
as
have you
public.
observed? Start
Point
from
1 is the
top,
clear.
clockwise direction.
Sir, what about
First
second
top,
point?
top
Second.
left. Regarding
Here,
first,
this
top,
person is
top,
telling,
top padding,
Array,
right
interrupt,
padding,
I will
bottom
provide
padding,
implementation for
and then left.
your requirement like
Regarding
that.
another left,
Use
left padding.
implements
So top
interrupt.
100,
Implements
next
interrupt
right
means
200,
is signed
next
on the
300 is
agreement
nothing but like that.
saying,
Now,
yes, I can provide
again,
implementation
once,
for
sir.
your requirement
Here I'm
like
taking.
that.
So first one
This
is nothing but
person
top.
provided
Next, second one is nothing but
implementation
right.
only
Next
for
one after that, third
M1.
one
Where is
is
M2?
bottom. Third one
Are
is
getting the
bottom.
point?
Next
Where
one
is
after
M2?
that.
He provided
Make sure the
implementation
order
only
by
for
default
M1.
you have
Where is
considered.
M2 method?
Now,
That's why
have a look once.
immediately
Have a
compiler
look
will
once.
get left
Yes.
and right.
Top.
Another problem.
Do you know,
This is the second
top
point.
padding is nothing but
Whenever
100.
we are
Next,
implementing an
right padding is
interface
nothing but
for
200.
each and
Next,
every
bottom
abstract
padding is
method of
nothing
that
but 300.
interface, we
Next,
should
left
provide
padding is nothing but
implementation.
400.
But we are not providing implementation for
doubt?
M2. We didn't provide implementation
doubt?
for M2. That's why the problem is going
Yes.
to come.
So
Now,
padding
just
is
read
very
the
clear for
comparative
you
error.
people, like,
Have a
now
look
I don't
once.
think you are going to get some difficulty to understand
If I
padding
compile,
code.
if I
Okay?
compile,
now
observe that.
if
What
I
is the
convey
comparative error we are
just
getting?
the 100
Service
to 100.
provider is not abstract, is not
What's the
abstract,
meaning of this
and does not override abstract
What is the
method
meaning of this?
M2
100
in
to 100.
interrupt.
What it means?
The
Only two
service
values
provider
are specified.
is not
Only
abstract
two values
and
means
does
what?
not override abstract method M2 in
please
interrupt.
guide?
Like this, we are going to get the error.
Yes.
Everyone can ever right? So this
Can you
is the
please guide?
problem.
Only two values I'm taking,
How I
sir.
can solve this problem?
maybe.
No
Get something.
issue at
It may
all.
be correct or
Happily,
not.
you can solve this
Don't worry,
problem
no one
two
is
ways.
perfect in the world.
One way. Way
Okay.
one, very important for the
remember,
exam. This
can you please
especially
tell in
these
this
points.
line, how many
One
bottoms,
way is
how many
provide
edges I
implementation
covered?
for
Padding
M2.
edges, how many-
If
how
you
many
if you
padding edges
provide
I covered?
implementation for
Only
M2,
2 or 4.
no problem. Happily the code is
2
going
or
to
4.
compile. If you provide
2 or 4.
implementation for M2, acceptable.
How many padding
Sir,
edges I
inside.
covered
Now
as per
let
this?
me do that. Let me do
Remember,
that. Have a look
100%
once.
fakka to only
I'm
I covered
taking
because I provided only
some
two
public
values.
void M2.
Correct, right?
Okay.
Because I
Public
provided only two
void
values. Okay.
M2.
No,
M2
no,
also.
no.
I'm
4 values
implementing
can
M2
cover.
method.
4 values
Now,
can cover.
sir,
The
service
first
provider
one,
class
top and
contain
bottom.
how many methods?
Second one,
How many methods? For both the methods
Second one,
implementation is available. No
remember,
mistake.
first
Happily the
one,
code is going to
top and
compile.
bottom.
Now,
Second one,
have a
left
look
and right.
once.
Okay. If you are providing
Have a
only
look
two
once.
values,
Yes, I'm
then
not
how
seeing
is
any
going to
problem
be
at all.
considered?
Happily the code
First
compiles
value,
fine. I'm not seeing
top
any
and
problem.
bottom.
Itself is
Second
acceptable.
value is going to
Okay,
consider
well.
left and
Now,
right. Okay.
take
Make sure
very
sometimes
special
4 values,
care.
sometimes 2
Sir,
values.
assume
2 values, what is the
I don't
meaning
want to
of
provide
that?
implementation
Okay,
for
observe
M2.
that. Observe that.
So if you are
Top
not providing
and
implementation for
bottom,
M2,
100,
what is the other
top and
way?
bottom,
Here, see
100,
this?
left
Sir,
and right,
I
sir,
don't
200.
know about implementation for
Clear,
M2.
right?
If you are unable
Okay,
to provide
now,
implementation
sir,
for
excellent.
at least
If I
one
can
abstract
specify,
method,
yes,
no
sir,
issue at
only
all.
100.
You have to tell I'm
Because
not
these
complete,
combinations
just
are
a
same for
partially
margin also.
implemented
That's why,
class.
sir.
What you have to
These combinations are same for margin
declare
also.
class.
Yes. What is the meaning of only one value I specify? What it
Regarding,
means here,
if you
covered
declare
all
class as abstract,
combinations.
then
Covered all
acceptable.
combinations, right?
Because you are
Remember that.
telling
Covered
it is not
all
complete class.
combinations,
It is not partially implemented class. Abstract class
Okay,
means what?
covered.
Partially
Now,
implemented
if
class.
this side is
That's why it's
nothing
not
but
complete
only
class.
the
Happily,
equipment side
you are
is
allowed to
nothing but
accept no
only
issue at
100
all.
pixels by default.
Clear, friends? So,
Sir, now
two ways
content
you can solve the
padding.
problem.
Any doubt?
Declare the class as abstract or provide
Any doubt
implementation
about
for
content and
M2
padding?
method. Even
we
you
know
declare
we
the
will-
class
we will
as
check.
abstract,
Okay?
acceptable
After
man,
we see the
you are
clear terminology, right?
accepting I
Okay.
didn't can provide full implementation. Like that, right? Now, let me take.
You are taking certain
Here
UX,
observe.
Okay,
I'm
like
removing
all
M2
sites
method
by default is
implementation.
going to come.
Okay,
Instead of
I removed
border also, for the
M2
border
method
also,
implementation.
there are
Right.
multiple
If I
options are
remove
there
M2
given.
method
Okay?
implementation,
So you have to
now
consider
the code is
border,
not going to
border
compile.
top, border
You know the
bottom,
mistake
border,
what we did,
border
sir.
left, border
Have a look
right,
once.
all the things
Okay,
are there, man.
have a look once,
Border top.
sir.
Sir,
Class
I
service
want
provider
border top,
implements
100
is not
pixels.
abstract,
I want
is not
border top,
abstract,
100
and does
pixels.
not
Solid
override abstract
border.
method
Look at
M2.
that. I
Okay,
want
no
the
issue
solid
at all.
border red, sir.
Declare this
Next,
class as abstract.
border bottom.
If I declare
Border
class
bottom.
as abstract,
Okay, I
if I
want
declare
sir,
class as
200
abstract,
pixel,
can you please tell,
200
is it
pixel,
going to compile or
solid,
not? Yes,
okay,
why
red.
not?
Same
Happily the
thing
code is
only
going to
I'm taking,
compile,
sir, same
no
red.
problem
Because
at all.
border, I
Now
want same color like
observe this one.
Next and after that, border,
Observe this.
okay,
I'm trying
left,
to compile.
border, top
I'm trying to
covered,
compile.
bottom
Yes.
covered, left,
Happily the code
border
compiles or
left,
not? Yes, we are not seeing
300
any
pixel,
error, right?
300
So
pixel,
take
solid red
very
icons.
very special
Next and
care.
after that,
This is
border
the these are the two
Regarding
important
border,
points you should
right,
aware.
observe
Right?
that.
So
Border right,
whenever we
400
are
pixel, 400
implementing
pixel,
an interface
solid
method,
red
compulsory that method should
Now
be
observe,
declared as public.
even
Rule number
four
one. Second,
borders also.
whenever
Even
we are
four
implementing an
borders also,
interface,
we specify
for
100
each
pixel,
and
100
every
pixel,
abstract
100,
method
200.
of that
Now,
interface,
you can
we
able
should
to see,
provide
you
implementation.
can able to
If you
see.
are unable to provide
Observe that.
implementation
So,
for at
this
least one
itself
abstract method,
is.
declare
This
the
one
class
itself
as
is.
abstract.
Yes.
Are you able to
This is the
understand?
top
Declare the
border.
class as
Next, this
abstract.
one is nothing but
Then,
left,
who is
left,
the
I mean,
responsible
right
to
border,
provide
left
implementation for
border,
next
and after
next
that,
remaining
like
abstract
this.
method, right? Child class is
I
the
go.
responsible.
Here are
Okay?
you able
If
to
I'm
understand?
taking any child class,
Yes.
okay? Class
Okay. Even for the
sub
border
service
also
provider.
it is applicable. Don't worry about
Class
that. But
sub
usually,
service
border is
provider
always we are going to
extends
specify just only with
class
one value.
sub
100
service
pixel
provider
or 300
extends
pixel I want,
service
300
provider.
pixel I
Are you
want,
getting?
solid
Class
red,
sub service provider
solid red
extends
I want,
service
then
provider.
automatically
If I can
300
take
solid
now
red I want,
this
then
person
automatically
is the responsible
perfect in
to
all
provide
four
M2
directions,
method
300 by
implementation.
default is going to
Sir, by mistake, this person not provided
like
implementation.
100.
Again
Okay.
compile error. Again compile
That's all
error.
right.
At this
Sir, what
level,
is the
hey,
border?
you are
What is the
extending
border?
service
It's very clear
provider,
for all of
but
you, right?
service provider
Border,
contain abstract method
padding, these
M2.
two
You
words are
didn't provide implementation. Like that, we are going to get the problem. Okay.
Padding
Now
color,
observe that.
is it
Have a
there?
look once. Okay.
Padding
I'm
means a space
taking
only.
class.
It can be padding.
I'm taking
Which
class
options are there?
sub service
No,
provider.
no, padding
Okay.
color you
Class
can't give.
sub
Water color only
sub
you can
service
give.
provider
Please ask in the down.
extends
Okay.
service
It is
provider.
always a
Okay, but
space, right?
inside
Border,
sub service
you can give
provider,
the color.
I'm
No
not
problem.
taking
Okay?
any method.
Now,
I'm
what
not
is the
taking
next
any
element I
method.
have to
Then
discuss?
compiler won't accept.
Only one part is the remaining.
Yeah, this class
Only
service
one part.
provider
Only one
contain
part is the
abstract
remaining.
method
What is the next
M2,
element?
but you didn't
Next
provide
element is nothing but
implementation.
margin,
Like
sir,
that
margin.
problem is going to
Sir, I
come.
want
Now
left
have a look
margin.
once.
Yeah.
Have a
This
look
is the
once.
left-
If I'm
this is
trying
the
to
left margin we
compile,
have.
if I'm trying
Now we
to
have the
compile,
left
yes,
margin,
sub service
right margin,
provider
top
is
margin,
not
bottom
abstract
margins are
and
there.
does not
Okay, like
override
that. Sir,
abstract
now,
method
top
M2
margin,
like this, right?
top margin.
Now
Here, this
again
is called top
this
margin.
person
Of
having
course, because
two
at the top no
options.
element
Two
is there,
options.
top margin.
One
I
option
want top
declare the
margin.
class as
Yes,
abstract.
yes.
Second option
So that's-
provide implementation
Okay,
for
I want
M2
the top
method.
margin.
I will
Yes.
provide
Okay.
implementation for M2 method like
Okay.
this, right? Okay.
Top.
Now
Yes,
here
some 300
public
pixel, 100
void
pixel.
M2 method,
Now observe,
public void
margin top.
M2 method like this. If I
Margin
can
top.
take
Yes,
like
300
happily the
pixels
code
came.
compiles
Okay,
fine. There
assume
is no
that
problem
100
at all.
pixels I'm taking.
So it's
Assume that
very clear for you
100
people.
pixels I'm taking,
Now
sir.
to make
Now,
this code
observe.
compile,
Yes,
what we
top
have to take, sir?
margin. Next,
Compulsory.
margin.
We
Left
have to
I want
provide
take.
implementation
Margin,
for
left I'm
M2.
going to take, sir.
That's it.
Margin left.
So very
margin left
important
I'm taking.
discussion
Here
for
just
the
observe.
exam.
Margin
Don't
left, 100
ignore.
pixels I'm
Are you getting?
taking.
So
100
how to declare
pixels I'm taking.
interface?
Now
How
observe
to
that
provide
automatically
implementation
it
for
is
that
going to be.
interface?
I hope
Whenever
everyone
we are
can able to
implementing an
see
interface,
the right?
2 points you should aware. Point number 1.
Yes.
Whenever
Okay.
we are
That's
implementing
all.
any
This is
interface
about
method,
the-
make
what is
sure
the
it should be declared
what
as
is the
public.
margin,
Point 1.
like
Second
you
point
people
here
should be aware.
is,
Sir,
do you know,
similarly,
sir,
if you want two elements,
compulsory we should
let me
provide
take two
implementation
elements, so
for
that you can
every
able to
abstract
observe
method
margin
of that
very clearly.
interface.
Need not be margin,
If
don't
you are
feel it's
unable to
always,
provide
only
implementation
with
for
respect
at
to-
least
only
one
with
method,
respect to,
compulsory you have to declare
borders only.
class
No,
as
margin is
abstract.
always
Otherwise,
with
the
respect
code
to
won't
web page, element to
compile.
element also.
Clear, right?
Sir, I'm
For our
taking
OCJA exam, this is more enough. Regarding this knowledge is more enough. So, but anyway, if you are very much interested for learning purpose, just download our material. There I provided where we have to use extents, where we have to use implements. Next, what about interface methods? What about interface variable? Next, naming conflicts, adapter classes, like several things I discussed, right? Just to go through the material. But for exam, these points are more enough. Clear, right?
Okay, padding is also 100 I want. Now, observe that. Now, observe this. Yes, two things came, sir. Oh, which one? Okay. Sir, I have you observed element to element. Element to element. Sir, for this element, can you please observe?
Hi friends, in the last videos we covered declarations and access modifiers. What is Java source file structure, import statement, package statement, class level modifiers, member modifiers, interfaces. Beautiful concepts are even almost around some possible bits also I discussed for the exam. So now the next important concept, very important for the interview room, even for our certification exam, what that concept is, OOPS concept. Getting some OOPS object-oriented programming, OOPS features we require to discuss. Beautiful concept, very hard for core Java is this concept. That's why take a bit more special care. But unfortunately, sir, I may not discuss each and everything which is present inside OOPS because all the things for our certification is not required.
So this is one area,
up to certification, sir, for certification level, whatever things are required, up to that I will discuss. Sir, the people who are very much interested to know each and everything, download our material, just go through that. Sir, the first I have to discuss, sir, data hiding. Are you getting? What is the first topic we have to discuss?
Small applications.
Data hiding. Data hiding. Right? Sir, can you please tell what is data hiding? The first OOP features data hiding. The name itself indicates that you observed, right? Hiding of data. Hiding of data. So our internal data should not go out directly. Regarding, so whatever internal data is there, which is should not go out directly. That means outside person should not access our internal data directly. We have to hide our data. Okay, like, sir, can you give an example so that we may get much clarity? Best example, sir. You have to check your mail, Gmail. You have to check if there any new mails came or not. To check your mail, sir, just www.gmail.com, immediately your inbox page is not going to come. Regarding it won't come. Compulsory, you have to provide your mail ID and password. Then only Gmail people are going to provide. So your mail's information. So your mail data is not coming directly. So some sort of validation must be required. Hey, please provide your username and password. Then only I can able to tell your mail information. Are you getting right? So some sort of validation. After validation, then only the data is going to come. So if any person is allowed to access any person mail ID, meaningless. Are you getting? Any person mail data, meaningless. Are you getting? So I have my own secrets are there. If some third party person can able to access my mail, he can able to see my mails. Where is the security? Are you getting right? That's why our internal data should not go out directly. Outside person should not access. Compulsory, some sort of validation must be required. Yes, if this person is valid, after validation, then only I can able to provide. You are getting? Suppose assume that I have ICICI bank account is there, sir. Then I will go to the bank. Can you please tell how much account balance? How much account balance I have? Like bank people simply they are going to ask, what is your account number? Is there any ID proof? Is there any ID proof like? Yes, myself, my ID proof is like this. Then the bank people are going to check, okay, your account balance is so and so, like this, right? If you want to check your ICICI Bank account balance. So online, then automatically, so immediately ICICI Bank can come. Can you please tell my account balance? No. First you have to provide your user ID, password, and then sometimes OTP also must be required to provide. Then only it is going to tell your account balance is like this. Sir, are you getting? So our mail data, are you getting? Our mail data, sir, should not go out directly. First, if any person is asking, hey, can you please provide mail data? First, provide your username and password. Sir, my account balance balance information is not going directly. First, if any person is asking, can you please provide my account data? First, you have to tell your username and password. Then only I can able to provide your account information. So, our internal data should not go out directly. Some sort of authentication must be required. Then only the data should go. This type of beautiful WOOP feature is nothing but what? Data hiding. Everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, theoretically okay, sir. Data hiding of the data. So, any person is not allowed to access any data. Some sort of authentication must be required. Like this. Sir, programmatically, how you can implement the data hiding? Very simple. Assume that I have class account is there. Assume that, sir. Class account is there. Every account having balance. Every account having balances. Public double balance is there. Okay. So do you know private double balance? Okay. So by declaring this balance variable as the private, by declaring this balance variable as the private, we can implement data hiding. Are you able to understand, right? So how you can implement data hiding, sir? By declaring such data member as the private, we can make outside person unable to access this data. So this variable can be used just for internal purpose only, like this, right? Then immediately master, sir, I want to check my account balance. How I can access this variable, sir? Directly you can access this balance. Then if you want to know your balance information, okay, I will call get the balance method. I will call get the balance method. Okay, can you please give get balance in the public? Any person can able to call get balance method. In that get balance method, yes, whatever validation you want to perform, sir, perform validation. Provide username and password. If a username and password are valid, sir, if a valid, provide balance. If a valid, okay, return balance. Return balance. If not valid, then automatically, sorry, you are not allowed to access this information. Like that, I can able to write the code. Are you able to understand? So outside person should not access our data directly. Okay, compulsory he has to call a method. Within that method, we have to perform validation. If validation succeed, then only so we can able to provide our data. This type of beautiful concept is nothing but what? Data hiding. One of the very important feature for object-oriented programming, even for our certification also. For Intra Room certification, very important terminology. So, how to implement the data hiding? Can you please tell? By declaring variable as private modifier, we can implement the data hiding. Can you please tell what is the main advantage of data hiding?
ID, right? So,
respond. What is the main purpose of data hiding?
TD. I want to apply something. I want to apply.
If you are going to hide something, wherever hiding is there, the biggest advantage we are going to get is security is the advantage. Are you getting what is the advantage, right? Security. So, my account balance, I can only check, the other people are not allowed to check. My mails, I can able to check that remaining people can't access my mail database. Clear, right? So, the biggest advantage of data hiding is security. Okay, clear. So, what is data hiding? Next, what is the advantage of data hiding? How to implement data hiding? All the things are clear. Outside person should not access our internal data directly. So by declaring data member as the private, we can implement the data hiding. The main advantage of data hiding is security. Clear?
Here ID is 1. Oh, I can use the ID. Okay, well, as 1. Okay, well. Now you are going to see, sir, what is this one? Background color. Sir, what background you require? Okay, like, do you know? Sir, we don't know. Sir, first color is violet.
Sir, in the last video, we covered the
color
first
of the
feature,
background.
data
Okay,
hiding.
code I
Clear,
want.
right? So,
No
outside
problem.
person
When the Google-
should not access our
Anyway,
data
Google Master
directly.
is there.
By using private
With
modifier,
GR.
we can implement data hiding.
With GR.
The biggest advantage is
So,
security.
hexacodes.
Sir, do you know,
Regarding
the highly
hexacodes,
recommended
with GR
modifier
colors,
for
hexacodes
variable
like this.
data member is
Okay.
always private.
L.
Even in the last videos
Someone is
also
going to
somewhere I
provide
covered.
just
Because
the
to implement
copy paste, no
data
problem.
hiding, private must be
Okay,
required.
here,
Highly
these are
recommended
the
modifier
GR
for
colors.
variables
So, first
is always
one
what?
is,
Private.
violet.
Okay, well.
Okay, violet,
Now,
indigo, blue,
the
green,
next
yellow,
cinema,
orange, red.
what I have to
Okay,
talk.
yes,
The
sir.
second whoop feature,
This is the
very
code. Now,
important,
what I
sir,
want to take?
abstraction.
No problem
Are you
at
getting?
all. Just
What is
this
the
is the
concept,
code,
sir?
Now,
Abstraction
background is this.
is the
Sir,
second
observe,
important whoop
crystal
feature.
clearly. You can able to see
Abstraction,
because
like this, right?
you
So
write
take
the color also,
a bit
right?
very
You are
special
checking the color
care
also.
about
Now,
this terminology,
are you in a position
abstraction,
to see,
right?
right?
What the
First
point
TD
is?
First TD is
Can you
ready.
please tell what is
Next one after
abstraction?
that, yes, the
Have you
same
heard
cinema,
anywhere
the
about this
same
one?
cinema.
Forget about programming.
Okay.
In our day-to-day
Like that,
life,
the same
abstraction.
cinema.
Have
How
you
many
ever heard
times
about this
you
one?
require to take, sir? 7.
Yes,
Because
friends.
different colors, sir. That's why separate we are going to
Abstraction.
take. Sir,
Okay,
two
sir,
I'm taking.
his mind is
Two,
always abstract.
next and
He's
after
not
that,
open-minded
3.
person.
Okay.
Regarding he's
4
not
I'm
open-minded
taking.
person.
Next,
Are
same,
there?
5,
Everything is abstraction.
6,
They are not going to provide
and
complete
then
information.
last one, sir,
So something like abstract means
Just, change the
not
colors.
complete.
Okay, same
Not
color by
complete.
default is
In the
there.
last
Now
session
observe
somewhere
that.
we covered
Now,
abstract
three is
class.
one,
Have you remember right?
2.
Abstract class. Abstract class means partially implemented, not completely provided class. Partial.
Yeah.
That is not
Here we have
complete.
got it. 1, 2, 3.
What is nothing but
you have to correct
abstraction.
the,
Okay,
you have to correct
sir, in the
correct
hoops,
the, I mean, the
sir,
colors,
which feature is called
automatically.
abstraction? Very simple, sir. Hiding internal implementation. Hide internally how it is implemented. Hiding internal implementation.
The cinema by default.
Just highlight the set of services what we are offering. Sir, these are the services what I'm going to offer. So I'm going to tell that. But how internally these services are implemented? Sorry, don't ask security reasons. I don't want to highlight my internal implementation. Are you getting? So hiding internal implementation, just highlight the set of services what we are going to offer is the concept of abstraction. Are you getting right? So it's a very important concept. Compulsory while implementing, whoops, we have to take care. Because if I'm going to expose my internal code to any person, then automatically where is the security for our code? That's why. So this feature must be compulsory required. Hide internal implementation, just highlight the set of services what we are going to offer is the concept of abstraction. Sir, best example, sir. I hope everyone in this session, I mean everyone who is seeing this video, used at least once your ATM card. Okay, to withdraw money, ATM card at least once you use it, right? Sir, if you go to ATM center, if you swipe the card, then immediately it's going to ask enter PIN number. Yes, I'm going to enter PIN number 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I entered PIN number, then immediately, so which operation you want to do? Withdraw operation. Click withdraw button from savings account, 10,000 rupees, enter 10,000, submit. Now, immediately you are going to get 10,000. Yes, like this. We did several times. Now, in this process, I have several doubts are there, sir. What I did is, one fine day, I went to bank. Observe very carefully, sir. I went to the bank. Near ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank, I went. Once I entered into the bank, on the right-hand side, on the right-hand side, so there is one customer care or reception or something like will be there. So may I help you? So may I help you? Like, sir, there is one center is there, sir. May I help you? Like, one, sir, cabin by default will be there. Very cute lady is going to sit most of the times, right? Then I went there. Madam, related to my ATM card usage, I have several doubts are there. Can you please help? Like this, I asked this lady. Then immediately, that lady is telling, yes sir, why not? You can ask your doubts, I can clarify. Like, now the first question I asked that lady, madam, whenever I swipe my card, enter PIN number, internally what thing is happening? Like this I asked her. Then immediately that lady told, sir, your card is valid or not? It is going to check, our software is going to check. Like, madam, up to that I know, but my requirement is, internally, which code is executing? Is it Java code or Python code or .NET code? Next, is that a validation, authentication, checking validation, is it happening in the ATM machine or somewhere in the server? If it is happening inside server, okay, where is the location of that server? Are you getting where is the location? What is the IP address? What is the username and password? Next, which SQL query is triggering? Can you please let me know? Like this I ask her. Are you getting right? Immediately, sir, if you don't mind, just wait here for few minutes. I will call my next level. That person can guide you. Like she entered inside. She had a discussion with the manager. Those people made a phone call to 100 saying, someone came, he is asking about internally server location, IP address and so on. We thought that he is the hacker. Can you please come? Like they made a call to policeman. Within 10 minutes, policeman is going to come in front of me. Are you able to get right? So you are the valid customer of the bank. You have already ATM card. Sir, you can able to use this card, but you should not aware internally how that functionality is implemented. Are you getting right? So if you want to validate, enter, swipe the card, enter PIN number, that's all. Internally validation is going to be happen. Hurry, how the validation is going to be happen? Sorry, bank people, they never going to highlight their internal implementation. Okay, now if you click withdraw button, withdraw button, sir, I'm taking withdraw button. If you click withdraw button, if you enter 10,000, so you will get 10,000. So internally, how this functionality is implemented, which SQL query is executing, where is the data server is locating, all these things, bank people, they never going to highlight. Are you in a position to understand, right? So this is this type of feature is nothing but abstraction, sir. Bank people through ATM GUI screen are getting through ATM GUI screen. They are going to highlight the set of services what they are offering. So ICICI Bank ATM Center, they are going to tell, even very recently they got one world sir, mini bank ATM machine itself is nothing but mini bank counter, like they got some award. They are going to tell, boss, these 15 services we are going to offer through ATM machine. Like ICICI Bank people are going to tell very proudly. So withdraw facility is there, deposit facility is there, next fund transfer facility is there, so request for checkbook, like there are multiple services you can able to get from ATM machine. But internally, how these services are implemented, at least one service also they never going to highlight. Are you able to identify? Are you able to understand the point, right? So this concept itself is nothing but abstraction. So in our coding also, compulsory we have to maintain this type of feature. Hide the internal implementation and highlight the set of services what we are going to offer is the concept of abstraction. Is it clear for all of you, right? So by using GUI screens, interface concept, we can able to implement abstraction. Sir, best example at a programmatic level. Just observe this one, sir. Suppose I want to develop a Java application. Assume that it is the Java application, right? Now there are some services are available: withdraw, funds transfer, deposit. Like there are several services are available, right? Now, sir, UI based application, .NET application wants to communicate with this. .NET application wants to communicate with our Java application. So, if you want to call withdraw, just you have to call from your code M1. Okay, in the middle, I will expose all my services through some interface. Sir, M1, M2, M3, M4, something like it is an interface. Regarding itself is interface. .NET person has to call M1 method. Internally, whenever this person is calling M1, internally, which method is going to execute? Maybe some withdraw method is going to execute. The required result we are going to offer to this .NET person. We never going to highlight internally this application, how it is implemented. Are you able to understand, right? So, because of this abstraction, because of this interface concept, two different applications also can communicate with each other. Yes, can communicate with each other without highlighting our internal implementation. Everyone can able to understand? So abstraction is how much important in our day-to-day coding in real time. Please make sure you should aware. So if the interview person is asking what is abstraction, can you please tell what the answer you can able to tell? Yes friends, what answer you can able to tell? You can tell what answer? Okay, hiding internal implementation, just highlight the set of services what we are offering is the concept of abstraction. Okay, clear? By using such GUI screens, interface concept, we can able to implement abstraction. Okay, like, sir, now what are various advantages of abstraction? So best example for abstraction is ATM GUI screen. Bank people are going to highlight several services, but they never going to highlight internally how these services are implemented. Okay, like, sir, what advantages are there because of abstraction? Sir, the first advantage, right? Take very special care. What is the first advantage, right? The first advantage is wherever hiding is there, the biggest advantage what we are going to get is security. Are you getting? Wherever hiding is there, the biggest advantage what we are going to get is security is the biggest advantage, right? Okay, like, sir, now the second advantage what we are going to get, the second advantage is, sir, very simple. Outside person don't know about internal implementation. Sir, ATM machine, GUI screen contain some buttons, that's all. We never highlighted internally how these withdraw facility, deposit facility, funds transfer facility implemented. I never going to highlight. So outside person doesn't aware internally how my services is implemented. That's why first thing, security by default we are going to get. First biggest advantage, right? Now second biggest advantage what we are going to get is very important points are, take a bit special care. Second biggest advantage what we are going to get is, suppose tomorrow this functionality already implemented by using Java. I thought that Java is not good performance wise. Okay, a new language came, Java language came. I want to replace this Java functionality with Java functionality. Okay, internally I performed that change, but GUI screen is always same. GUI screen is always same, sir. Now end user, whenever he click withdraw, earlier Java functionality is executed, but now onwards it is Java functionality is executed. Now the point is, without affecting end user, we can able to perform any changes in our internal design. Are you getting right? So we can able to change technology itself by maintaining same GUI screen. So is there any effect on the end user? No effect, because end user what is seeing is always the same, but internally how that functionality is implemented, yes, we can able to perform any changes. That's why if you are following abstraction, if you are implementing abstraction, the biggest advantage is, yes, enhancement will become very easy. Are you getting? Enhancement will become very easy without affecting end user. Happily we can able to perform any type of changes in that. Clear for you? Are you in the position to understand, right? That's all. This is the second important point. Now the third point. Take very special care, sir. This is the second. Next, if abstraction is there, if you are not going to highlight your internal implementation to the outside person, okay, maintainability of the application is going to be improved. Maintainability of the application is going to be improved. Modularity of the application is going to be improved, sir. Okay, so compulsory while developing the code, while developing the programming, we should aware abstraction. So security is the one advantage, enhancement is the another advantage, maintainability of the application, modularity of the application is going to be improved. That's all. Getting the basic idea, what is abstraction, what advantages are there, how you can implement abstraction by using interfaces concept, GUI screens, like by using interface GUI screens, by using API, we can able to implement abstraction. Okay, so can you please tell what is the definition of abstraction? If any person is asking, just in one line you have to tell, array, hide internal implementation, just highlight the set of services is the concept of abstraction. What is the biggest advantage of abstraction? Security is the biggest advantage of abstraction. That's all, friends. Sir, in the last videos, we covered about data hiding and abstraction. What is data hiding? Outside person should not access our data directly. By declaring private variable, as a private, we can implement data hiding. What is abstraction? Okay, hiding internal implementation, just highlight the set of services what we are offering is the concept of what? Abstraction. Now the next concept what we have to talk is, yes, take very special care, encapsulation. This word is very important for the exam sake, even for interview room also, right? Encapsulation. Are you getting encapsulation? Can you please tell capsule? Sir, what is the meaning of capsule? Can you please tell capsule, sir? Have you ever used the word capsule? If you are feeling cold, then immediately we are going to use cold act capsule. Cold act capsule. Sir, how the cold act capsule looks like? Do you know? Something like capsule, medicine capsule looks like okay, colorful medicine by default will be there inside. Sir, this is the cold act capsule. One capsule, right? Do you know whatever medicine required to cure cold act, that medicine is going to be encapsulated. Regarding is going to be grouped into this capsule. Regarding capsule is nothing but what? One group, one unit. Okay, so all the required things grouped into one capsule is nothing but this is the medicine capsule, right? Same way, sir, what is capsule yet programming? What is encapsulation yet programming? Very simple, sir. Assume that suppose student is there. Student is there. For every student, some data members are there and some behavior methods are there. Something like student name, roll number, marks are data members. Next, get marks, update marks, read, write. These things are nothing but student behavior. Okay, like the process of encapsulating, grouping data members and the corresponding methods into a single unit. Sir, best example here I am taking, for every student name will be required. Name is required. For every student age. Next, roll number, marks required. Roll number, marks required. Name, age, roll number, marks are required. Plus for every student corresponding methods. Okay, read method is there. Okay, write method is there, like the corresponding methods. This total data and the methods I want to group into a single unit. that unit itself is nothing but class student. Are you getting? Student class contain student related data, student related behavior. The process of grouping, combining data members and corresponding methods or behavior into a single unit, which is nothing but encapsulation. Are you able to understand, right? Capsule grouping mechanism itself is like this, right? Sir, every Java class is an example of encapsulation. So from our childhood onwards, in the books, if you open any book, then it's going to tell us what is the meaning of encapsulation. That's all. This itself is nothing but encapsulation. The process of grouping data members and the corresponding methods into a single unit is the concept of encapsulation. Every Java class is an example for encapsulation. Any doubt? Are you able to understand? Theoretically, right? Now, the same concept, a bit more practical orientation, just observe. So, in reality, what is encapsulation? Very simple, sir. If any component follows data hiding and abstraction. Sir, last two OOP features, whatever we covered. One is data hiding I covered. Second one is what? Abstraction we covered. If any component follows data hiding and abstraction, that component is said to be encapsulated component. Are you getting? If any component follows data hiding and abstraction, that component is said to be encapsulated component. Sir, now observe that I can use the word encapsulation. Encapsulation is equal to data hiding. Encapsulation is equal to data hiding plus abstraction. Data hiding plus abstraction is itself is encapsulation, right? Data hiding plus abstraction itself is what? Encapsulation. So if any component follows data hiding and abstraction, which is nothing but encapsulation. Theoretical, okay, sir. Can you please explain a small chota program to demonstrate this encapsulation, right? Now, let me take a small example. I'm taking class account, sir. Observe very carefully. Class account. For every account, private double balance field is there. Private double balance field is there, sir. Now, this balance variable cannot be accessed directly by outside person because the reason is private. Remember this one, because the reason is private. Outside person can't access this data directly. That's why it is the private. Okay, data hiding. Next, how the outside person can able to access? Compulsory we have to provide getter and the setter methods for this variable. Okay. Now I'm taking get balance. Public double get a balance. Public double get a balance. Get balance. Now validate. Sir, perform required validations. Because so whether this person is the correct person or not, ask his username and password and so on. Yes, valid. If this person is valid, return balance. If this person is the valid, return balance like this, right? Now, sir, I want to update my balance. I want to deposit. I want to update my balance. Something like public void. Okay. Sir, I want to perform withdraw operation. Withdraw operation. Assume that, sir. Or, sir, I want to change my balance. Set balance, double balance like this, right? Okay. Boss, can you please withdraw so and so amount? Or can you please deposit so and so amount like? So here also you can perform the required validations. Okay. If it is the deposit, sir, this data balance is equal to balance. This dot balance is equal to, sir, this dot balance is equal to, sir, balance, this dot balance plus amount, whatever amount we are going to provide. Sir, assume that amount. So current balance plus amount, like this we are going to take. That's all. A simple example, I have balance variable is there. This balance variable declared the private. Outside person should not access our data directly. Next, how the outside person can able to access? Sir, by using getter method and setter method. The advantage of providing access through getter and setter methods is sir, we can perform the required validations. Are you getting? Outside person is always going to call either get balance or set balance. So through that, after validation, then only he can able to get the required data, or he can able to perform required operations, right? So now I can use the word, it is the best example for encapsulation. Are you getting example for encapsulation? Now I have bigger doubt is there. If you are telling it is the encapsulated component, compulsory it should follow data hiding and abstraction. Compulsory it should follow data hiding and abstraction. Sir, where is the data hiding? Yes, where is the data hiding? Declare this variable as the private data hiding. Okay, well, perfect. But where is abstraction? Yes, friends. Where is abstraction? How you can conclude? Yes, this is abstraction is there in this example. Remember that. Okay. So I never going to highlight this get balance, set balance functionality to outside person directly. What I will do? I will provide one GUI screen to the end user. GUI screen, maybe JSP based or otherwise some AWT Sphinx based somewhere, okay, some GUI screen. In that balance inquiry, there is one button is there, sir, balance inquiry button. There is another button is there, okay, deposit, something like. Whenever end user click balance inquiry, now get the balance method will be executed. Whenever end user click balance inquiry, then get balance method will be executed. Whenever end user click deposit, then set balance method will be executed. Are you getting? Whenever end user click deposit, set balance method will be executed. But end user don't know internally which code is executing, which methods are executing. End user can able to say only these two buttons. Internally, is it Java code, .NET code, Python code also? You don't know anything. You don't know anything about that. Just he is going to click, that's all. The required functionality in the background is going to execute. We never going to highlight our internal implementation to the end user. Are you able to get right? That's why I can use the word. It is, sir, what we call abstraction. So data hiding and abstraction, which is nothing but encapsulation. Everyone can able to understand? Sir, two definitions I provided, right? Sir, what is the definition? What is the definition? Grouping data members and the corresponding methods into a single unit is the concept of encapsulation, theoretical thing. If any component follows data hiding and abstraction, that component is said to be encapsulated component. Sir, best example, declare data member as a private, and for every data member provide getter method and a setter method. Okay, like, and we can provide access through some GUI screens. Itself is nothing but, okay, encapsulation, right? Sir, have you observed? Here, one small thing you people should be aware, sir. Is it possible to access this data member directly? Can you please confirm? Is it possible to access this data member directly? No, outside person can't access, right? So if outside person want to access, he has to call get balance or set balance method. So through get balance and set balance only, we are going to provide our data. That's why get a balance and set balance. So either interface for outside person, internally our balance data is going to come. That's why hiding data behind methods. Can you please observe my statement very carefully, sir? Hiding data behind methods is the concept of encapsulation. Remember this one, sir. Hiding data behind methods is the concept of encapsulation. Okay, like now here there are two important conclusions are there. What is the advantage of encapsulation? What advantages are there? Okay, whatever advantages are there for data hiding and abstraction, all those advantages are advantages for encapsulation, because encapsulation is not a new word. It is the data hiding and abstraction only. That's why first one, security, we can able to achieve or we can able to get security. Second one, enhancement will become very easy without affecting outside person. Without affecting outside person, we can able to perform any type of changes internally. Enhancement. Okay. Third one, sir. Third one, the biggest thing what we are going to get, maintainability of the application. Modularity of the application will be improved. Are you getting? Maintainability will be improved. Modularity of the application will be improved, sir. This is the advantages for encapsulation. But anyway, among all these things, the main important advantage whenever we are using data hiding or abstraction or encapsulation, the biggest advantage what we are going to get, security. The first group of OOPS concept is security. Main target is the word security, right? Data hiding or abstraction or encapsulation, security is the important word. Okay, well. Now, there is one more small point is there. If you are get something compulsory, universal rule, we have to miss something. Are you getting? If you want to get something, you should miss something. Sir, what we are going to get because of encapsulation? What we are getting because of encapsulation? Security we are getting. But what we are going to miss because of encapsulation? Yes, we have to compromise. We have to compromise. We have to sacrifice something. Then only we are going to get, sir, the security. What is that? Is so for every data member, compulsory we require to provide getter method, setter method. Every time validations must be required. Validations must be required. Then only I can able to perform required operation. It increases length of the code. Validation, everywhere validation. It increases length of the code, slows down execution. Are you getting? So I want to get balance. So best example, if you want to know your account balance, you are the valid customer. You are valid customer of the bank. But still, you can't get directly your account balance. You have to provide your username, password, then only you are going to get. So validation must be required or not? Yes. If you want something, you should miss something. Here you are going to get security, but it is going to time consuming process. Performance is going to be down. Remember that. So that's why, so everywhere, don't try to implement security. Don't try to use encapsulation. If a security constraint is there, then only we require to use encapsulation. Sir, best example, I want to perform fund transfer to my friend account, 10,000 rupees. Assume that, sir, 10,000 rupees funds transfer I want to perform. As a bank, to perform funds transfer of 10,000 rupees, how many activities you have to do? You have to provide your username, password. Next and after that, OTP you are going to get. Next, in your card backside grid, you have to enter some numbers. You require to enter some number. After doing all these things, after 3 minutes or 4 minutes, you can able to perform, you can able to complete transaction of 10,000 rupees for your friend. Getting? So the problem, time consuming, performance is down, but advantage, right person only can able to perform funds transfer. Security by default you are going to get. Clear? Any doubt about this one? So 3 words you should aware. What is encapsulation? What is the advantages of encapsulation? What is the disadvantage of encapsulation? These are things you people should be aware very clearly, right? Sir, can you please observe the process of grouping data members and the corresponding methods into a single unit is nothing but encapsulation. Next, what we call, if any component follows data hiding and abstraction is the concept of encapsulation. Hiding the data behind the methods is the concept of encapsulation. Advantages, security, enhancement will become easy, maintainability, modularity will be improved. The bigger problems with this is server performance is going to be down because it is the time consuming. Length of the code is always going to increase because validation logic has to execute. That's also clear for all of you, right? Very important, this encapsulation word for the exam sake, even for interview room also. A bit theoretical, but compulsory you should aware. Sir, in the last videos we covered data hiding, abstraction, and then encapsulation. It's a very clear. Now, the next thing what I have to discuss, sir, tightly encapsulated class. What is the word? Can you spell out? Tightly encapsulated class. Tightly encapsulated class. Okay. Sir, when we say that a class is said to be tightly encapsulated, are you getting? Sir, usually every Java class is by default considered as encapsulated class only. When we say that it is tightly encapsulated, if and only if every variable present inside that class is private. Regarding every variable present inside that class is private. Such type of class is said to be tightly encapsulated. Whether the class contain getter methods, setter methods or not, whether these getter methods, setter methods are declared public or not, these things are not required to worry. Only one point we should aware. Every variable present inside that class is private. Such type of class is said to be tightly encapsulated. 100% data hiding is there, sir. Yes, obviously it is a tightly encapsulated class. Sir, best example here, if I consider public class account. Public class account class is there. Now I'm taking private double balance variable is there. Now the point is, if I can take public double get a balance, public double get a balance, like this I'm taking return balance, right? Public double get balance, return balance, like this I'm taking. Can you please confirm, is it a tightly encapsulated class or not? You respond. Is it tightly encapsulated class or not? Yes, because how many variables are there? Only one variable. That variable is the private or not? Yes, ma'am. It's a private. We never going to worry about this variable, this data member having getter method, setter method or not. Whether these methods are declared as the public or private, we are not required to worry. So, every data member declared as private, such type of class is said to be encapsulated class. Clear for all of you, right? Such type of class is said to be tightly encapsulated class. Okay, well. So, now, from the exam, of course, in our OCJA 8 version, this concept is not that much important, but in the old version certification, SCJP 1.4 version, especially in the syllabus, they specified explicitly what is the tightly encapsulated class. Identify tightly encapsulated class, like that. That's why just aware. But anyway, for our current certification, this concept is not that much important. Just aware, sir. I have one example is there. Now observe class A, sir. Class A. A class contain private int x is equal to 10, sir. Class A class contain private int x is equal to 10. class B extends A. Class B extends A int y is equal to 20. Class B extends A int y is equal to 20. Sir, class C extends A private int z is equal to 30. Private int z is equal to 30, like this, right? Can you please tell total how many classes are available? 3. A, B, C. 3 classes are there. Among these 3 classes, which is tightly encapsulated, which are not tightly encapsulated? Class A tightly encapsulated, because it contains only one variable and every variable is always private. Of course, only one variable which is the private. That's why tightly encapsulated. Class B is not tightly encapsulated, because the reason is class B extends A. Of course, from A, every data member is always private. But here int y is there, which is not private. Outside person can able to access this data directly within the same package. Any person can able to access this data directly. That's why it is not tightly encapsulated, because it doesn't contain every variable as a private. There are some non-private variables are there. Next, what about this one, sir? Class C extends A. From A, everything is always private. Next, in C also, it is always private. That's why by default considered yes. Is tightly encapsulated, because sir, very simple rule. Every variable present inside that class is private, then automatically tightly encapsulated. So A and C are tightly encapsulated, but B is not tightly encapsulated. Okay, well, sir. Now I'm ready to go for one more example. Even you may get some conclusion also. What is that? Is observe that class A, sir. I'm taking class A. Inside class A, okay, just I'm taking int x is equal to 10. Observe very carefully, sir. Int x is equal to 10, non-private data. Class B extends A. Class B extends A. Private int y is equal to 20. Class B extends A. Private int y is equal to 20. Class C extends B. Class C extends B. Private int z is equal to 30. Like this I'm taking. Private int z is equal to 30. Like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please confirm among these what is the output by default you are going to get? Please respond. If I can take like this, what the I mean which are tightly encapsulated, which are not tightly encapsulated? Can you please tell? Sir, A is not tightly encapsulated because it doesn't contain private, non-private data is there. What about class B? Respond. What about class B? Class B is tightly encapsulated or not? No. The reason for that is class B extends A. B is the child class of A. Automatically, this variable inheriting to the B. So this non-private data will come to the B also. That's why it is also not tightly encapsulated. Okay, well. Now, class C extends B. Class C extends B. Now the point is, observe carefully. Observe a bit very carefully about this one. Class C extends B. Private int z is equal to 30. Now, it is the child of B. This non-private data X will come here also. So it is also contain non-private data X. That's why it is also not tightly encapsulated. So from this, do you have any conclusion? You can able to conclude very easily. Do you have any conclusion? If the parent class is not tightly encapsulated, then no child class is tightly encapsulated. Remember, because parent class non-private data automatically will come to the child or not? Yes. If the parent class is not tightly encapsulated, then no child class is tightly encapsulated. Remember that? That's why no class is tightly encapsulated. So the terminology is very clear for you people, right? Not required to keep any explanation. So what is tightly encapsulated? If each and every variable of a class is contain only each and every variable is the private, such type of class is said to be tightly encapsulated. And sir, whether the class contain getter methods or setter methods, whether those methods are declared as the public or not, all these nonsense we are not required to check. Sir, make sure only one condition, every variable declared as the private or not, that's all. So if the parent is not tightly encapsulated, then no child class is tightly encapsulated. Clear for all of you, right? That's all.